Kenneth Okonkwo is simply an actor. An actor is one who plays any assigned role after a hard.
He's playing a script. Is that what you're saying?
Clearly. The only difference is that he has changed stage. He was acting in Nollywood. Now he has moved over to the political.
Are you being fair to Mr. Kenneth? A lawyer.
He studied
He's a
law.
lawyer.
He studied law in between. But he's more. I don't think that he's known for the cases he has taken up in court. He's better known for his role as Andy in Living in Bondage 1993.
Are you being fair to Mr. Okonkwo?
For any actor, you need to haggle a fee. And once the fee is right, you play your role. So he's not acting out of character. He's acting within character. So I don't see the strong views that he has expressed.
Not per se.
I don't think there's a bit. I just think Kenneth Okonkwo is in displaying what I'll call youthful exuberance.
Kenneth is youthful.
Is displaying. I said is displaying what I would call youthful exuberance.
How can old man
to start with, Kenneth Okonkwo does not have what it takes to talk to or challenge somebody like Peter Obi.
Why? Why do you say that?
They're not on the same level. They are not on the same level. And for me, I think the media is also the reason why Kenneth Okonkwo is talking too much. They're giving him too much attention.
It's on every show.
And so he just opens his mouth like latrine and
What?
It's the truth. If you can't draw a line between a man's private life and his political life, then you're not a reasonable person.
Yeah.
People ask, what does Okonkwo want? What does Kenneth want? Kenneth started by saying that Peter Obi did not fight for his victory, supposedly victory in 2023. And then I asked, what was he expecting Peter Obi to do?
My question too.
To go on riot? To call out innocent people to be killed? Is that what he wanted? Is that the kind of democracy and leadership we want in this country? We're in one hand condemning grab it, snatch it, and run with it.
Yep.
And you're asking somebody else to come and perpetuate it. If Peter Obi had followed advice then and said, no, we reject this result, and brought people out to the street and people got killed, tomorrow they will say Peter Obi led innocent youths to be killed.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of leader you want?
I don't know. Oh, you said Peter Obi has moved from one party to another. Good. But Peter Obi has a stable home. Now that he wants to be personalizing it, let us also give it to him back to back. Peter Obi has a stable home. He has a wife, he has children, which we can see. His wife is still with him. Okonkwo, where is your wife?
Straight bullet.
This one has come home.
Oh.
They call it. It's
No.
home.
Because Okonkwo keeps talking as if he's the only person from the southeast that has mental problem. All of us from the southeast, we are mad. Have you ever seen any person from the southwest, any elite from the southwest, abusing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu
On TV.
on TV, on radio, the way Kenneth Okonkwo is doing? If Kenneth Okonkwo thinks he's mad, there are people who are crazier than he is out there. It's just because of the kind of man Peter Obi is that everybody is keeping quiet. But for how long? For how long?
Personal attacks
It needs to stop, actually.
every now and then.
Peter Obi brought Okonkwo to limelight. If he doesn't know, let us tell him the truth. Who was he before Peter Obi's entrance into politics? Who was he? If he claims that Peter Obi cannot rule, Peter Obi governed Anambra State. Before the advent of Peter Obi, you know that Anambra, remember how they kidnapped him again? How they burnt government house?
Yes.
How they burnt his residence? Were they able to do that when Peter Obi was there? So what do you want?
Do you think he's playing politics?
For me, I think he's still living in bondage and he needs to get out of it.
That's a movie.
No, he needs to get out of it.
Living in
The reality before us today is that Nigerians are asking for peaceful elections, peaceful coexistence.
Yeah.
Good demeanor, good courage,
That is it.
an empathic leader.
So you cannot, in one breath, today you are speaking good of Peter Obi. Oh, today he's the bride.
Where do you think he went wrong? Because I know he comes out at a point praising and singing, Peter Obi. At a point, it all
No,
is it politics? Did something personal happen?
Kenneth Okonkwo is one of those that has been defined as stomach infrastructure politician.
Kenneth Okonkwo.
Yes.
Really?
Wow.
No, see, we talk about, we give a lot of talking about Kenneth Okonkwo. What happened to the coordinator of City Boys in Imo State? Kubana Chief Priest.
Oh, okay.
That is another.
That was somebody who was beginning to give lecture. He was lecturing us on the culture of the Igbo people, on how the Igbos don't know how to do politics, on how Peter does not know how to do politics. 14 votes, that's all he got.
Everyone keeps getting stray bullets. It's an amazing one.
14 votes.
It's normal. You lose elections.
That's what Sheyi told you. You lose to get something better tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, Kenneth Okonkwo, as popular as he is, please, other ABC, go and collect form and vote for House of Rep or even Senate.
It's easy to be a critic.
If you can come out from that primaries as a winner, I will campaign for you. I will drop my money to support your campaign.
But for now, quit.
All I want to tell Kenneth Okonkwo is for now, please, if you don't know how to do politics, go and learn. And if you don't know how to speak in public, also go and learn.
Yeah.
In all you're doing, leave P2P out of it. There's no comparison between you and P2P.
P2P.
There is none at all.
No basis.
If you think you are good enough, go let Elijah Abubakar people take as his vice.
Sure.
Then we now know that you're ready to talk politics in Nigeria. You can't be hiding under people and be making so much noise. You say, P2P is jumping from one party to another. Mm-hmm. No, P2P has said something. He says, look, I'm not ready for any primaries. And that is the only crime the man has committed. Why? Because primaries in Nigeria is meant for delegates to be fed.
Yes. For
their pockets to be lined.
To be full.
And the man is saying, it's an aberration. I will not be a party to it. What is wrong with that? What happens in primaries, maybe Nigerians need to know, is that the fact that you are contesting for president, I'm contesting, she's contesting. We're all in the same party. I come, I give the delegates.
And look at the delegates.
I give the delegates I give them 5 million. You come, you give them 3 million. He comes, he gives them 10 million. Who will they vote? And how does that reflect the will of the people?
It does not. It does not.
What reflects is the lining of their stomachs and the lining of their pockets.
As simple as that. Sometimes these delegates are so irrelevant up until that point.
Do politics 101.
It's 101. Go and learn politics.
You should go and contest.
No, I did not call anybody.
No,
I'm telling you. I said Nigeria. No, I said Nigeria.
You're from Enugu State. You have ADC in Enugu State. Go and contest. Go and collect the form. When you collect the form and you enter the battlefield, if you win, God, we know that yes. It is not the other time you gather people, you arrange people and you took them to Atiku's house. Go and ask Kubana Chief Priest. He will explain to you. He will explain to you what politics is all about.
The other day, I saw Kenneth Okonkwo on television raining abuses on P2B. I have had cause to discuss with him privately about last year. I told him, don't do this thing you are doing because you regret it. He said, no way, that he will not work with P2B again over his dead body. How can somebody like this be there? You have things to do, you will not give money to do them and that. But since he has not been giving people money to do this, has his public acceptability diminished? It has not. Because people know him that he's committed to doing the right thing. He will spend money wisely and justly. If it's something that I, Victume, will spend 5 million naira to do, Obi will spend 500,000 naira on it. Because he will manage it. So that is the difference between him and people. So in terms of not staying behind to fix the problems in Labour Party, then ADC, he has moved. And now he's an NDC. I laugh at them because Obi has consistently said on television that he will never be part of transactional politics. Transactional politics is where you give people money to support you. He said he will never do it. We want to do primary, you budget 500,000 naira per delegate. Obi will never do it. I know he will never do it. Because all through ABGA, I worked with him till date. I know he will never give you money to put a vote for him to win a primary. So if they're saying that he doesn't run, it's because of his personal conviction that he will not use money to buy a position to serve the people. That if he's spending money to buy his way through, if he gets to office, he will steal the money belonging to the people. He says that I will use public money for public good. In Anambra State, he served for 8 years, and on exit, I have the handover note where he handed over 75 billion naira. 75 billion naira. Cash and investments. He had $150 million investment in Diamond Bank. $150 million. Because he believes in saving. As money was coming, he was working, he was saving money. $150 million and then 75 billion naira. If you check all these things, you cannot find it in the record of any politician in Nigeria. Somebody who can serve, and with all the great works he did, with all the cries of people following him for largesse, he refused. He was able to leave such money behind because he was saving for the future of the state. So that is what they don't understand about him. So I always laugh because I know him. And if you go for that, you will not get it. Even if you put a gun on his head to go to primary where they are sharing $5,000 per delegate for him to become presidential candidate of any party, he will never do it. But still he has been able to move through it, navigating his way through. In the Labour Party, it wasn't the same thing. He was able to become candidate of the Labour Party. In ABGA, he didn't pay money to people for votes. He was able to become candidate of ABGA 2 times. I was national chairman for those 2 times. I was involved in the process. He didn't pay money. We were convinced about what he wanted to do for the people, and he became candidate. He performed. In Labour Party, he didn't buy his way through in Labour Party. Party Tommy stepped down for him in the convention. Because Party knew him and knew his mission. He became the presidential candidate, and look at what he did. If I had been president for the past 3 years, with all the money available, you will know what I'm talking about, physical discipline. Obi knows how to husband money. I made it abundantly clear. And I can tell you that what makes him condemn excessive borrowing going on in Nigeria today is because he believes we have not managed our resources well. So nobody should be angry with him. And now that they said they ran away from ADC, the style in ADC, we met all of them, because I went to ADC with him. We met the presidential aspirants too. And we know what they told us. And if Obi had remained to go into that mad chase of the ticket with dollars and the rest of them, he will be missing his principle. So we have gone to NDC, and it is working for him again. Dixon, the leader of the party, recognizes his abilities. As these things are happening in Nigeria, Nigerians are now moving to NDC in droves. NDC is the fastest growing party I can imagine in Africa. We joined the party on the 3rd of May. Today, go to their portal. Several millions of people have registered with the party. Before we joined, it wasn't like that. So people have identified Obi's mission. And mind you, those who are joining the party are not the people who are playing any role in the party. The electorate are registering with NDC because Obi is there. People in ADC are now crying, calling Obi names because Obi left. And when he left with almost the conscience of the party, because what is happening there is not what the public were waiting to see. And he moved, and the people have moved with him. The electorate are waiting, not party members, not even those who go to television to talk. Those who voted for him in 2023 will be eager to vote for him again. So somebody who sees the odds against him in a process of initiating change will always know how to move to keep his vision and aspiration moving. The presidential expression of interest form for NDC that was advertised on the 12th of May had lapsed on Sunday night. Only Obi purchased the form. It was made available to the public by advertisement. So if God is not preserving him for a mission, somebody would have gone to buy the ticket and bring confusion there. So he has emerged as the sole aspirant. Today he will undergo screening by the panel set up by the party. And if they clear him, he will be the sole candidate in the primary. So he will now achieve the first hurdle, or crossing the first hurdle of being a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, being nominated. So when he's nominated, he will now go to work. So those who are criticizing him are wobbling. That's it. When we left Labour Party last year, Dati remained. He continued to work with Aduri. He continued to attend their NEC meetings and all that, trying to give them buffer, support. And eventually, where is he? He has left the same Labour Party. He resigned. He's now in the People's Redemption Party, PRP. So he couldn't stay. So why blaming Obi for leaving when Peter Obi is now be credited to be a man who saw tomorrow?
I told you earlier in my first reply to your initial question that Mr. Peter Obi is somebody that the government of the day does not want to be on the ballot. How do I mean? On April 4, 2025, the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court, gave a landmark judgment which clearly stated that the tenure of Barrister Julius Abure as national chairman of the Labour Party was effectively over. I was among those, along with Mr. Peter Obi, Governor Alex Oti, senators, House members, and other stakeholders of the party, that took certified true copy of that judgment to INEC in case they had not seen it. And we were told that they would study it. They kept studying it from April until Mr. Peter Obi left the party. Of course, we are also around and we have our ears close to the ground, because the INEC people had stated that they were under instructions not to release the party for as long as Mr. Peter Obi remained there. So on December 31st, 2025, almost 8 months afterwards, Mr. Peter Obi, now frustrated with the shenanigans happening with the Labour Party, announced a move to the African Democratic Congress. Guess what? 4 days later, INEC, without any compulsion, issued a statement that the tenure of Julius Abure was effectively over. Why did it take 8 months to come to that conclusion? Then, fast forward to ADC. Remember, I said he made an indication in Enugu, I was there too, that we would be joining the African Democratic Congress. All of January, 30 or 31 days, nothing happened. All of February, nothing happened. Then on March 7th, Saturday, March 7th, we joined Mr. Peter Obi to his village in Agulu to get registered, because you only become a member of a political party upon registration. As soon as Mr. Peter Obi registered on the 7th, I registered in my village on the 8th. Less than 1 week from that date, the case filed by Nofiu Bala on September 12, 2025, was suddenly resurrected and given accelerated hearing. Now my question is, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, former vice president of our dear country, with all due respect, had registered in the ADC since last year? Why didn't the courts suddenly become, efficient and effective in disposing of the case? But as soon as Mr. P2B registered, I'm speaking to facts. I want people to contradict me. I'd like to know what happened in January, what happened in February, until March 7. And before March 15, the case came up alive. And what we are now told was status quo ante bellum, which INEC interpreted to its whims, showing that they were still after one man. In such an environment, it is only a tree in the part of the country I come from that you will tell that you cut it down, it remains standing. Else, the next thing to do is to know how to, in this case, further your political career. And if the space is constricted, then you have to move. But that's not the only reason. You join a political party believing that there are certain irreducible minimums. We also say in our parts that you do not, in a bid to save your mother, push your father to the ground. That's sacrilegious. This is a country made up of diverse ethnic, religious divides. And so it's a give and take. The convention that every political player has come to agree with is the fact that power should rotate between the North and the South. And remember that just about 4 years earlier, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and his PDP insisted, after 8 years of former President Muhammadu Buhari, for power to still remain in the South, which was the whole essence of the quarrel between now Minister Nwike and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. And we all saw the results. So now that power is in the South, brought about by even people like former Governor Nasiru El-Rufai, who are Northerners. He had to mobilize other Northern governors to insist that power should devolve to the South in keeping with that convention. So why would Atiku Abubakar insist? It's his right, personal right. So for us in the ADC, we already had a David Mark as chairman of the party. And if Atiku Abubakar was going to run and probably emerge as presidential candidate, then we are doing the same thing a second time. And how do you expect a different result?
Good day to our viewers all over the world, and welcome back to Local Journal. Honestly, as Nigerians, it's a very critical moment for every one of us, and we must do everything to ensure that Mr. Peter Obi becomes the president of this country come 2027. We should not pay any attention to detractors like Kenneth Okonkwo. Kenneth Okonkwo is someone I can actually liken to the likes of Reno Mokri, Femi Fani-Kayode, and Daniel Bola, because if you look at them, the way they act, they share common attributes, and that's the kind of person they are. They are people who walk after their stomach, and they are people who goes about criticizing people they don't like or people they feel they no longer work for. People like these are people that can work for you today, and tomorrow you become their enemy once they see another paymaster. That is the kind of people they are. These are not people to be taken seriously. We can see what Kenneth Okonkwo wants from P2B. He wants money, and he wants someone who can be a kind of ruthless, regardless of whether it's going to dent his political career or not. He wanted P2B to have asked Nigerians or his supporters to flood the street of Nigeria when he was not meet the president, and when the courts declared the current president the president of this country. That's actually what he wanted P2B to do. But as a smart person and a smart politician who knows that after doing that, the dent that the repercussion is going to kind of put on his reputation, he didn't go for that. He went for the better and the most efficient route, and that's the reason why he has this name he's having today. That's the reason why he's his supporter base is increasing every day. There is no dent to his reputation. There is no dent to his personality. But people want him to do things in their own way, which is not possible. There's no way you expect Mr. Peter Obi to do things in your own way, because you guys are not the same. Peter Obi is someone who is intellectual and someone who is learned. So how would you expect him to stoop so low to your level to do these things the way you are doing? You go about castigating, criticizing, and trying to denigrate him, all in the name of he failed you and he disappointed you. We all know the reason why you are fighting this man. We know that it's because of your own selfish interest and your pockets that you are fighting him. The same article you insulted, the same article you castigated in 2023 is the article that you are calling all sweet names today. It's the article that you are praising healing today. The same. So do you want us to take someone like you serious? There's no way Nigerians are going to take you seriously. That's just the honest truth. So focus on your own candidate to promote your candidate and leave Mr. Peter Obi alone. You can hear everything Nigerians have said that's on the TV station. If you want to test your popularity and how popular you are, and you feel like you can defeat someone, you can win election, why don't go to your state and test your popularity first? Because even not because of the wave of Mr. Peter Obi, Peter Obi is the one that brought you to limelight. He's the one that gave you the clout you have today. So what are you saying? The fact that they invited to several TV stations to grant media interviews around today is actually due to is by the making of Mr. Peter Obi. So what are you saying? So you've now grown so big today. You've grown big today because you are working for a different person. You can now insult. You can now talk back. You can now denigrate Mr. Peter Obi. All I want is this: if you want us to know that you are a stronger politician, or you are a politician who has like a kind of who has that clout and who has that support base, go and contest in your home state. Let's see what you can offer and let's see what you can do. You can't come and change someone's principle, someone who had been governor for 2 times and who is a billionaire and who has been working for his money, and someone with that kind of quality. You can't come and change his own can't come and influence his personality just to satisfy what you want. It's not possible. That is just it. So you better stop criticizing this man and face your life and fix your life. That's just the thing. Well, drop what you think about this in the comment section. And if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share, and subscribe to our channel.